Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Dr. Bahar Fuad, and the subject today is do not be jealous or envy other people for what Allah has blessed them with. Envy and jealousy means that you are not happy that someone has a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you want that person to be deprived of this blessing. And this is forbidden in Islam because of two reasons. First, you are questioning Allah's judgment. Second, you want harm to happen to that person rather than seeking Allah's guidance for him to do good with the blessing that Allah bestowed on him. In contrast, you are allowed to wish for yourself the same blessing that a person is having if you are going to do good with it. And that is called ghibta. So hasad, envy or jealousy, is to wish that a person is deprived of the blessing, and ghibta is to wish for yourself the same blessing that a person is having. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم لا حسد إلا في اثنتين. You can wish for yourself one of two good things. رجل آتى الله مالا فسلكه على هلكته في الحق. A person whom Allah gave money and he is using it, spending it properly. ورجل آتاه الله الحكمة فهو يقضي بها ويعلمها. And a person to whom Allah gave wisdom and knowledge, and he is behaving according to that knowledge and wisdom, and he is teaching it to others. أخرجه أحمد والبخاري ومسلم. The Prophet ﷺ said in إياكم والظن فإن الظن أكذب الحديث. Avoid suspicion, for it leads to wrong conclusions. ولا تحسسوا. Do not try to find the private affairs of others. ولا تجسسوا. Do not spy on one another. ولا تباغضوا. Do not hate one another. ولا تدابروا. Do not turn your back on one another. ولا تحاسدوا. Do not envy or be jealous of one another. وكونوا عباد الله إخوانا. And be, O servants of Allah, as brothers or sisters one to another. Tirmidhi. Also, قال صلى الله عليه وسلم دب إليكم داء الأمم قبلكم. The disease of other nations before you has come and has afflicted you. الحسد والبغضاء. Jealousy and envy and hatred. هي الحالقة. It will wipe. تحلق الدين. It will wipe out your religion. So we have to avoid this jealousy and this envy and this hatred. Now, what causes this jealousy and envy? If you hate someone, then you don't want any good to happen to him. And you wish everything bad to happen to him. Second is if someone is successful and you have failed, then you may be jealous of his success. And third is you are not satisfied with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, and you are questioning Allah's judgment, and therefore you have envy and hatred for the person whom Allah has blessed. And the Quran confirms some of these reasons. For example, أم يحسدون الناس على ما آتاهم الله من فضله. Are they envious and jealous of other people because of what Allah blessed them with? فقد آتينا آل إبراهيم الكتاب والحكمة وآتيناهم ملكا عظيما. We have indeed provided the descendants of Ibrahim with the book and the wisdom, and we gave them a great kingdom. Also, وَدَّ كَثِيرٌ مِّنْ أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ لَوْ يَرُدُّونَكُمْ مِنْ بَعْدِ إِيمَانِكُمْ كُفَّارًا حَسَدًا مِنْ عِنْدِ أَنفُسِهِمْ. Many of the people of the book wish that they can turn you back from your Islam out of jealousy and envy. So there are many reasons why a person is jealous and envious. What can we do about it? How can we protect ourselves from the harm that will come to us from a person who is jealous and envious? First is turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala في سورة الفلق ومن قل أعوذ برب الفلق, and then ends ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. I seek protection in the Lord of the Dawn from the evil of the person who is jealous and envious. And second, patiently persevering despite what we are going through. قُلْ لَنْ يُصِيبَنَا إِلَّا مَا كَتَبَ اللَّهُ لَنَا هُوَ مَوْلَانَا. Say, nothing will afflict us except what Allah has written or willed for us. هُوَ مَوْلَانَا, He is our guardian. وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَلْيَتَوَكَّلِ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ, and in Allah those who believe put their trust. الآية في سورة التوبة. وفي سورة يونس وإن يمسسك الله بضر فلا كاشف له إلا هو. If Allah afflicts you with some difficulty, none can relieve it except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وإن يردك بخير, if He wills something good to happen to you, فلا راد لفضله يصيب به من يشاء من عباده وهو الغفور الرحيم. And if He wills something good to happen to you, no one can prevent it from reaching you. He will cause it to happen to whom He wills among His servants, and Allah is often forgiving, most merciful. The other thing that we can do to protect ourselves is to find out, did we do something wrong? Maybe we harmed that person, therefore correct our wrong behavior and reach out to him and treat him in a good way. Maybe that will change him. وَلَا تَسْتَوِي الْحَسَنَةُ وَلَا السَّيِّئَةُ. A good deed and a bad deed are not equal. ادفع بالتي هي أحسن. Return what happened to you with something that is better. فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم. Lo and behold, the one with whom you and him were enemies will turn around and become like a good friend or a best friend to you. الآية في سورة فصلت chapter 41 in the Quran. So to summarize, it is not allowed to be envious or jealous of what Allah has bestowed on other people. Jealousy and envy that is forbidden is to be unhappy that someone is enjoying a blessing from Allah and you want that blessing to go away. You want Allah to deprive that person of that blessing. This is forbidden in Islam. What is allowed is to wish for yourself a blessing that someone is enjoying if you are going to use it the right way. For example, money that you are going to spend in charity, or knowledge and wisdom that you are going to use in order to spread useful knowledge or teach others something that is good, that is beneficial to them in their life. There are verses in the Quran that forbid jealousy and envy, and there are sayings of the Prophet ﷺ that again forbid jealousy and envy because of the bad feeling it will cause in our heart, and there are reasons why people may feel envious and jealous of other persons. One of them is hatred, another one being unable to achieve and succeed, and therefore you envy and be jealous of the person who is successful. And the third is that you are not satisfied with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provided for you and you are questioning Allah's judgment, and therefore you become envious and jealous. We can protect ourselves from jealousy and envy by having faith in Allah and turning to Him, seeking His protection, by giving in charity, by patiently persevering, and by being good to other people. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه وادعوه إنه سميع قريب مجيب الدعاء.